You're headed to France. Well, maybe you want to sneak in a little golf. Here's 4 rules every visitor should know about France. I tell you what, I was very grateful to visit France. France is the home of some outstanding and most significant historical golf landmarks around the world and in Europe. And you got the coastal links, you got some pine lined fairways in Paris. You got a lot of history. I was fortunate enough to visit the southern part of France here on this video. We'll go through it. And if you're planning a trip to France and over the pond and you want to play France, here's 4 essential rules you'll need. Starting off with number 4, keeping a certified handicap. Carrying your handicap can be very important, unlike courses in North America, where it's relaxed towards actually showing proof of handicap. Some French golf clubs take official handicaps very seriously, and under regulations of the FFG, which is the Federation of Franchise de Golf, most clubs are requiring guests to validate handicap before letting you play, especially championship or even premier resort courses. Carrying official handicap or digital card is very important, and there's many options to take a look at. It's more towards the historical private golf courses where maximum handicap limits play a factor. This could be almost 24 to 28 to 36. So it maintains pace of play, but we'll go through some of that later on this list. Let's take a look now at our second most important factor when looking at France. That is number 2, respect clubhouse and lunch rules. Clubhouse culture in France blends with the tradition of the country's culinary environment. So without expectations, be flexible. All day fast food turnarounds found at many modern day American clubhouses will not be here. So the rule of thumb is pay attention to the scheduled dining, especially lunch. Some traditional golf clubs treat lunch as a proper sit-down affair around noon to 3 o'clock. And if you're finishing around 1:30, it is generally great to swing into the dining room. However, if you swing in around 3:30, the lunch could be closed. So depending on that time frame, be very mindful. And sometimes it won't open until 7 o'clock at night. Now, every club's different. I'm sure you won't go hungry. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. The next one would be observing tee time etiquette. Make sure you arrive at least 45 minutes before check-in. Warm up on the range. Make sure you arrive 15 minutes before your slotted tee time on the first tee or around the first tee. Introduce yourself. Pretty much the fundamentals of just golfing. But be mindful that it might not be as busy as you think. Grab water throughout the course, which is number 4. And our final point on this list, staying hydrated and being ready to walk some of the courses. Unlike electric carts that you see in America, you might see it on some modern resorts like I saw here in the southern part of France. You're preparing yourself to walk 18 holes, so be sure to pack your own water or sports drinks before heading out. You won't find cart girls. You might find some halfway houses, but for the most part, and you'll find some springs on the golf course, but you won't have golf carts like you see on this unless you're at a resort, and you might even have to show proof handicap. While if you have to use a cart, you might have to show that you have some sort of handicap. Now you pay extra for handicap carts. You pay extra for carts if you're not handicapped at some of these resorts, which we did here during the warmer months. They also might have carts. Most golf carts in France that are championship, they're going to have a cart option. You're just going to pay extra, just like you would in America. But staying hydrated is very important. It can get extremely hot in France. Make sure you bring enough water and souvenirs home with you after you do visit. As you can see, the check-in process was pretty nice at this resort. Every resort is different, and I recommend going out there, introducing yourself to some locals, get a feel for the golf course, and just enjoy yourself here in France if you've played it. And take a look here as other videos are going to pop up on the screen here at the Professor, an independent golf channel focused on fun, affordable golf in your area. If you made it this far, be sure to take a look at some of the other videos that have now popped up on your screen and take a look at for more videos to come.